do that. Hello and welcome back with breaking news / true crime with Gabs. As you can tell, we're talking about Nancy Guthrie. Sorry. I just want to go over the timeline and then show you some pictures. As we all know, there was ransom notes. One was a fake ransom note, and that person has been arrested. And the other one that TMZ had received, we do not know much about that one yet. I do know that that Savannah and Annie and the brother, can't remember his name, did do a video, and pretty much telling the person that sent out the ransom note that if this person does have their mom, that they are ready to talk. They will also put out a video. I will play both of those. But first, I need to show you some photos of what I think of that happened. Okay? Because this is what I think happened. We're going to start. I'm just going to go down in a line. Okay. So right here is where I think the car had to park. The reason why I think this is because they knew exactly where that Ring camera was. And someone that has not been to the house before, that doesn't know Nancy or the family, would not know where that camera is, especially no one that does not know Nancy. You have to know Nancy, for one. And for two, you have to know the layout and exactly know where that camera is. So that's why I think they had to park. And also, if they know her, they know that her mobility is very slim, that she can't walk very far. So I think that is another thing. Another thing I think is one of the things I think I actually kind of want to know is what's this right here? What's this? It looks like another house, like a guest house. You have the backyard, you have this, you have the pool. But is this like a guest house? Is this some did she get this house for this guest house so that she can have family come stay with her, like when Savannah comes and stays with her, Savannah and her family have a place to go along with the kids. One of the things that got me really confused, well, not really get me confused, but just really caught my eye when I was watching someone else go over this timeline earlier, is the Ring door, the doorbell camera, the Ring camera, disconnects around 1:47 a.m. Then at 2:12 a.m., software disconnects. So the camera connects the video. There's no video, right? Available. Video is gone. Completely gone. Just completely gone. Right? So my thing is, with the other thing is at 2:28 a.m., Nancy's peacemaker disconnects from her phone around that time. So how long excuse me, how long did this really take? Because, it took a good amount of time. I mean, let me do another front of the house. I'm going to put this back up actually while I'm looking for that. because there was blood, and they said that when they trace it back, it comes back as Nancy's blood, right? Which was this? Hold on. Oh, never mind. That's not it. Okay. Okay, here's a bigger long view. So what I think is the quickest way, because I did go down there, and to me, I feel like the quickest way in and out, especially because she's not motivating. So if this is somebody that knows her and knows the layout of the house, knows where the camera's at, definitely parked right here, right? And went out this way, because that's the fastest, I feel like the fastest way to get out. But what I want to also know is if they went that way, across the street is Orange Grove Middle School. And I believe there's cameras. I have to look at Orange Grove Middle School. I actually went there. So I have to look up pictures. I'll come back on and do another video. But Orange Grove Middle School is right there. Are there cameras in that area right there? I'm pretty sure there probably is. It's very crazy. And then they're having that first ransom note that got sent to TMZ. Let me see if I can that ransom note, because this is going to be very crucial to what I'm going to switch. Oops. Before I share my screen, let me look up. Found it. We're going to go right to TMZ. So yeah, we're going to go right to TMZ. Let me get down to it. And we're going to play what TMZ he says. Sorry, it's taking a while to. I'm gonna stop screen sharing. I'm gonna. Here it is. We're gonna listen to what TMZ has to say. Let me hold on. Oh my god. All right. Let's let it load up. Sorry guys, it's loading up. Once it loads up, I can play the video. Okay, you ready?
I looked at this alleged ransom note 20 times last night, and there is something that piqued my interest from the beginning. And I law enforcement has an area that they are most interested in is legit, and I reason that obviously the person who took Nancy, if this is the person who wrote this ransom letter, they're
Okay, so I'm gonna reset this back some because somehow it disconnected me. Oh, there I am. But yeah, this is me. I'm gonna start it over, okay?
I looked at this alleged ransom note 20 times last night, and there is something that piqued my interest from the beginning. And um, I believe now that there is a way of connecting the dots, and that law enforcement has an area that they are most interested in terms of where Nancy might be. Say it for this reason, that if
If this, like how Harvey is saying, if this letter ransom note is legit and it's real, if the real thing is the people that took Nancy, is she another, like, is she in Mexico? What's going on? Um, why haven't they reached out? I mean, they said they what they want, but also Savannah and Annie and them, they want to really know that this person does have, um, Savannah, Annie. Can't remember the brother's name right now, but they want to know pretty much that this person that sent this ransom letter to TMZ is not only real, but does have their mom, right?
this is the person who wrote this ransom letter, they're demanding money. And if they get the money to Tucson. So
So I'm sorry, I'm pausing again. Saying that will return her back to Tucson. So if this is real, where is she? She's not, who knows? I'm gonna continue to play it.
of how long it would take after they received the money to return her to Tucson. So there's a time frame. Now, if you look at the time frame, then you say, well, you can draw a circle around Tucson to see how long max
Sorry, it's also messing up. But Harvey does have a point. They're not gonna get on a plane to bring her back if she's not. So they're saying that she's not into this is legit. They're most likely going to drive back. But if they're in Mexico, they have to hit the border, which means they have to cross. They have to hit the border sign. It's gonna be noticeable. So what?
they get stopped for speeding, it's over. So they're going to go around the speed limit. So let's say that, that if this letter is legit, they would travel at about this is Tucson right here. This is the radius of the map.
That right here, he has he has a point with all that.
Maximum amount of time it would take to get her back to Tucson, all around this Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, even Mexico, Texas, a slice of Kansas, and a slice of Oklahoma.
Unless they somehow bypass Mexico to get her back here to Tucson, that's going to be a longer drive, I believe, might be if they can bypass that.
Now, that's a big area area for sure, but it is not the full United States. It's not Korea. And again, if the letter is legitimate, then it would seem, based on the amount of time maximum it would take to bring her back to Tucson, it's this area that I would think authorities are most interested in. The letter, people have been asking, does it seem like it's written by just a crazy person? And the answer is no. This letter was very I believe, who is educated and really spent time. This was not something that took 5 minutes to write. This was a well constructed letter. Um, Final thing I want to say.
They definitely took their time doing this. They made sure they had everything literally there. They made sure that they had explanation. They made sure that they explained what she was wearing. They put a lot of thought into this. A lot.
And now this is opinion. That, that it is interesting to me that who wrote a letter like this know.
I would love to talk to those news stations because I'm here. Actually, I'm in Tucson, and I would love to talk to those news stations to see what their thoughts on it about note, because that's like, so let's continue.
About the local stations and send to the local stations if they have no connection to Tucson. It feels like there is a connection, but is it that somebody looked at Savannah Guthrie and said, let's find a relative? Or is it somebody who lives in the Tucson area and either knows Nancy Guthrie or knows?
See, that's what I was talking about. That's what he said. Knows Nancy. Okay. That's why when I was showing you those photos and what I was pointing out and what I was saying, going back to the doorbell person and excuse me, and you have to know exactly, I'm not just gonna, some random person is not gonna just, okay, I'm gonna go do this today, automatically know where their camera is if you do not know them.
Of her and knows her famous daughter is Savannah Guthrie. And it hatches from that. It seems to me, just based on bottom line here, I know that the law enforcement has been saying they are desperate for clues, and they clearly are. But I think heads up in this area.
Okay, hold on, you guys. I just got something. I also follow Brian Enton, who has been out here. Okay, guys, I am going to go on to am I signed on? I'm gonna go on to X because I have something from Brian Enton. So we're gonna go on to X. Get onto X. I am going to put up a photo. Okay, so I'm just gonna read to you what I just saw that Brian Enton just posted. He just posted this. County Sheriff's Department are aware of new message ringing Nancy our activity expense for information provide in the message for this. Okay, so I think he also posted a video on here on YouTube. We can play this because this just now was posted as I am doing this video for you guys. So, excuse me. I might, if it keep going off like this, I might go live. Oops. I'll share my screen here in a minute. I just want to get this up. Let me pause that. Okay, here's Brian Enton, you guys.
Apparently, a second note arrived at a local TV station here in Tucson. They are not releasing the contents thing. I mean, it needs to go through the police. The sheriff's office is now confirming that this exists and that they are looking into it. And this is a big deal because we knew about the first notes that went out, the first ransom notes that went to, we didn't know. The FBI said there was no new communication. Well, now apparently it looks like there is new communication because and so now we're going to have to see what this new note says, and perhaps it will be some information that I don't know, but I'm sort of jumping the gun there because we don't know what's in the note, but we do know that there is now a second communication that has arrived. I'm in the car, by the way. It's like really hot.
Okay. What? Another note? Is this gonna be where finally the family makes the payment to them? Is they're gonna have another deadline? Let me see here. Let me make sure nothing else was posted. Sorry, guys. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything else for you. But that's very crazy. The fact that there's like what? Hold on, you guys. Okay. I'm gonna go look for this note. I'm gonna look for this note right now as we speak. I'm gonna take Ryan and Tin off, and I'm gonna stop screening for now. I'm gonna put that same picture I have of them. Yes, Anna. I can't find one of them and her and the sister. So her other daughter